Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Ash and Piggy here from Watching Walford to bring you yet another edition of Watching Walford. It's episode number 40. Today's episodes are going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from said week 40 of 2023, or the episodes from the 2nd of October 2023 all the way to the 5th. Fun fact, the 5th's my birthday. Yesterday, it's Friday as of recording this. We usually record the podcast on a Thursday. I was off playing Mortal Kombat 1. Having a lovely little birthday. Safe to say, best birthday I've had in at least 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, because Ash was like, do not message me. So I just messaged him about twice. And I was like, just happy birthday. And also, just letting you know about this figure that you got me for Christmas. That's all. Hope it didn't ruin your birthday.
No,
it
was all
I'll
good.
talk to you tomorrow.
It was all lovely.
My mind was like, oh, you told me about your birthday present. He's going, it's my fucking birthday. Tell me about your birthday present. Fuck you. And I'm like, oh, proud, why do you have to do this? I was just like, I'll tell him straight away. Because if I try to tell him tomorrow, he'd be like, what 40 quid? No, bollocks. I've just spent that on OnlyFans. Damn it.
Never, couldn't be me. Never me.
Never
no sarcasm with that. That's Piggy's MO. It's not mine.
But yeah, I hope your birthday went well. I tried my best not to message you.
No, it was good.
I know that sounds
it sounds really weird on the context of the pod. I'm a loner essentially. I like my own company, and Piggy is a bit of a double, triple, quadruple, fucking 5 texter. And you know, any time a thought comes into Piggy's head, like I need to tell Ash, and I'm just like, I don't need to know, just please, because you know we're pretty fucking close mates. Probably one of my best friends. Not like outside the podcast. I'm like, don't fucking talk to me. But you know, I also like my own personal space. So ultimately, maybe I don't need to hear about insert random one thing that happened at 3 o'clock and then some random thing that happened at 5. But yeah, and obviously for the last couple of years, I've been doing leather. Oh, there's a dog. You can't see it on camera. Get fucked. Exclusive. Patreon exclusive. We don't have one.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Fuck, I completely. But yeah, essentially, my last couple of birthdays, I've obviously been doing the leatherworking stuff. And you know, I've been slowly led to believe that a birthday should be a self-indulgent time. You should get to do whatever the fuck you want, and you choose. But I haven't had that for years. Since I turned like 18, it was like, well, it's time to get a job. It's a job time, and I'm like, get me out. I don't want to. And ever since I quit my job at the co-op, I then started doing leather work for the next 4 years. So it's the first day I've actually been able to go, this is my day. I get to make the decisions. It's very nice. It's wonderful. Great time.
See, it just sounds weird because you're like, oh, I want to have a relaxing day. And then my brain instantly goes, well, my birthday also falls on a Thursday, the 21st, for people who want to know, of December. And like, we record on a Thursday. So we're actually like, just don't talk to me, leave me alone, please, fuck off. I'd be like, oh, ask if to record the podcast. It's your birthday. Yeah, but that'll be fine. It'll be fine. Like, I love how different we are. It's like, we're not recording today. Yeah, we're recording my birthday.
Well, it's just, I don't know. I usually have issue with just taking time out for myself. I usually kind of compromise a lot of the stuff I would actually want to do just to kind of do other shit. I say, we should record something. I'm like, fuck it, go on then. Even if I'm like fucking knackered, I've a whole day of work behind me, like, oh, bloody hell. I don't know, it's just, it's a balancing act. But it was very nice. It was a nice birthday. Best birthday gift I was given was simply having an engaged audience. All you commenting, everybody talking on the channel, 230 subscribers. It's fucking sweet. We've worked hard to get here. Nice to be here. And it was also nice to get a load of lovely little birthday messages, and got to play Mortal Kombat 1.
No, I should clarify for Ash. is the reboot. He's not playing the fucking Freddie first one.
Yeah,
It
it's
is. It is.
the reboot one.
Uh,
It's a buggy piece. It's a fucking mess. It's buggy as shit. One mode doesn't work, but the story mode's fun. It
Did you
plays
get the
nicely
DLC?
when it works. No, I did not get the DLC.
Ah, come on. You should be
The
John Cena.
DLC's
as
like
Spaceman.
like 25 quid for 6 characters. Fuck off.
I'll buy you that for Christmas. Don't worry.
No, I don't want it.
Yeah, but you can be Omni-Man. You can
I
be
don't want to be
Homelander.
Homelander.
Yeah, but you get to be Homelander. You get to kill people as Homelander. Like, all
Yeah,
right, I would buy if now the only way because I haven't really watched much of the boys, but how I put it, even though I haven't watched much, my favorite character is Billy the Butcher. I
of
believe that's his
course.
name, isn't it?
Yeah, just Billy Butcher.
If he was in Mortal Kombat one, I'm like Ash. I don't like Mortal Kombat, but
And
I'm fucking fine.
he's actually supposed to be Johnny Cage in the next movie. Johnny
Is he?
Cage is the
Oh,
Hollywood kind of,
oh, fuck. That's
well,
actually
allegedly. But yeah, how you been, mate? How you been? How's your week been?
fine. My PC's a bit fucky at the moment because I when we went to record, well, not record, when we went to watch the episode, me and Ash were talking about stuff, and then my drink just went, mate, you know, it'd be funny,
Yeah.
and just spilled
I
all over
like
the
how
place.
you did it again, just in case. Just in case it wasn't fucked. Ooh, oh shit! The bottle's on.
Yeah, so now whenever I talk, the fucking thing just pipes up four icons. So yeah, but again, I've been having a fun week. I again just hope your birthday went well, and I'd assume today's your first day without the two brothers at your house. I'd assume.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
the glimpse of the future where obviously because one brother broke his kneecap, so he's obviously like been stuck in the house for the last 3 months, but he's now on crutches. It's back to the working place. Did no, I didn't actually dox the name of the where the leather working place is. Sound that was off camera. But yeah, it's now me in the house by myself, which is kind of wild. The first thing I did today was fucking fix a busted ass toilet seat. And let me tell you, what brings you straight back down to earth is having to fucking sit next to a toilet and just get a bunch of stale piss all over your hands as you're trying to. Why are toilet seats got plastic fittings? Just let me drill it in, you little raj bastards. What's wrong with you? Who wants to plastic this shit up? Just let me fucking piece it together like a fucking actual toilet. It's the most finicky fucking thing. It's furious. I was so angry whilst doing it. Because each time, you have to have it slide on both sides. So I'm just push this in. The other one's fucking falling out. It's falling out into the toilet bowl, and I'm like, just end it now, please. Make it stop. I'm not a very angry person, but that fucking toilet seat is my worst enemy.
He was trying to fuck on your brother.
I was so angry.
Uh,
Fucking give me some metal fittings for the toilet seat, please. Why is it plastic? Just let me do it once and never again. The last time I got this angry, I was watching EastEnders 22. Christmas edition, that is. Yeah, anyway.
For people who want to know, hey, why am I very? No, never mind. For people who want to know, Ash is currently editing Christmas 2022. I've seen a bit of the production. It's fucking funny. In my opinion, it's funny because it's just me and Ash being like, "Why are we here? Why are we here, guys? Fuck this. Fuck you." And yeah.
And that one's. Don't worry, it's coming out in approximately 2 months. Get excited for it. Get your popcorn ready. 2 months time.
We also at the time of recording this
We'll
have
to
watched...
we'll have to do a Christmas schedule video where we go through all the plans. at some point.
We will.
Not now. Don't need to record it 2 months in advance. That can wait at Christmas time.
We've also recorded Christmas 2018, which,
Yes.
oh boy.
Jesus Christ. I love EastEnders of me. It's not my favourite soap, admittedly, but I can watch a lot of EastEnders and go, that was good. 2022 Christmas and 2018 Christmas. Oh, man alive. Obviously, it'll become apparent. I got 2 months to work around all the copyright and the clip stuff, but, you know, like, hopefully at that time it'll actually be available and watchable.
Oh, man, I hope you can get the Alfie Moon falling on the stairs clip. I fucking, like, no, I don't love many deaths in
replay.
like it's just because I know it's a stunt double that probably did it. It's just the way he tumbles down the stairs. Like,
he does the fucking psycho down the stairs. Whoa! It's fucking.
Could you imagine he went down the stairs to the beat of the EastEnders thing? Do. Oh, he's concussed.
Yeah.
But yeah, for people who want to know, the next one we're probably recording is Christmas 2003.
That one's a lot better, fortunately.
Yeah, and then I don't even know what Christmas 2000 is.
I got no idea, honestly.
Because we're doing the years we were born, and we're going 2003 and then 2000. So hopefully the chronological order it comes out in is 2022, then 2018, then 2003, and then 2000. People go, why are you going backwards? Fuck you, that's why.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I know about Christmas 2003 is Dirty Den versus Phil Mitchell.
Yeah. But yeah,
I just want to say I did rewatch Dirty Den's final scene where he gets shot into the canal, and it's so fucking stupid. Yeah. It is so fucking stupid. I was like, how do people believe he's dead at this time? Because all you see is the gun coming out of the flowers that shoots him.
Yeah.
And then he just
hear the splash.
Yeah. It's just, how did he survive that if this was real? Did he have a fucking scuba suit underneath?
You never know. Dirty Denny's a crafty boy.
And I was so confused. I was like, why is he with Michelle? Oh yeah, this kind of cheating. Angie and shit.
Yes.
But yeah, I was trying to find a Dirty Den AI voice, so I could just go, subscribe to us on Watching Walford in his voice.
Fucking hell.
And go, guys, we got this in 2018 before he died. Don't worry. But yeah.
I suppose also other stuff that is just interesting. Obviously, I'm not sure when it's going to come out. It may be already out. It may be out in a couple of days. Because it's Halloween season, it's spooky season. We are going to be doing 4 episodes of us doing like a watch along of a horror movie. The first one's going to be The Exorcist. We're going back watching some of the classics, some of the more iconic horror movies. It'll likely be edited in a fairly similar way to the Christmas episodes, so just keep that in mind. You don't know what they look like, but once you watch the horror one, it'll be. Obviously, not expecting much to come out of it, but just thought we'd commemorate the spooky season by watching some fucking horror movies, having some fun with it.
And don't worry, this channel will die after we watch the horror films. Just get that dig in about the last time Ash watched horror films with someone,
Exactly.
It was going well, and then, copyright system comes into play, and then,
Love guys... the copyright system, me.
Guys, I'm not doing EastEnders anymore. I'm doing Watching Walford.
Exactly.
But on a different tuxedo, and it's like, guys, I'm a new me. Look at me. I do soap content.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Look at me go. And also, obviously, this week's been a lot more focused towards doing Walford on tap. Essentially, so far, what we've been doing with the cool discussion videos, it's been good, but fundamentally, it's not sustainable. Because I don't know about you, but I don't have a fucking idea generator in the back of my brain. We've done most of the fun ideas. A lot of our bread and butter will likely be Walford on tap. and will likely be the Reddit videos. But I think at some point we'll have a bit of a transition between just mostly being Walford on Tap and the podcast and some Reddit videos spliced in there. But fundamentally, we can't be doing, which character do you want back? Episode 73. You know, like...
Dirty Dan.
There's got to be... It's all about... Because obviously we started doing this more like fully. We started working on it a lot more. So we're obviously doing a lot more videos for the channel. And that's how we're able to get as many out, because on a daily basis, we'll get up, we'll record a couple videos, and then we'll be sorted. And, you know, ultimately, maybe we can't be producing Who Do We Want to Return every single week. But, you know, it's about finding a balance, and at some point we'll find a nice balance between the fun, stupid stuff, and the normal EastEnders content.
And just because people might be wondering what the classic podcast is, they're probably doing it every 2 weeks, so every second Tuesday,
Yeah.
and not every Tuesday. Just want to also say we're currently in talks. That sounds like I'm fucking buying someone's contract out. We're currently in negotiations about what we want to do after 1985.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ash wants to do just I can spill the beans because like people are gonna watch this and then instantly forget.
Yeah.
Who Kills Lucy Beale is the second one we want to do, and then after that, I want to instantly do Peggy Mitchell's final run.
Decent.
Final run, like she's a fucking boxer. Where she sees Pat Butcher, because I just think that is so wholesome.
Yes.
Like I understand people might go, "That's very sad." It is sad. But
It's a really good final scene.
When she sees Pat Butcher, and Peggy Mitchell goes, "You bitch," and Pat Butcher goes, "You cow."
Yeah. Yeah, just blubbing immediately. But yeah, so a lot of change within the channel, but ultimately a lot of it will stay the same. We're going to be doing pretty much the same shit. It's just at some point there'll be a bit of a transition between what do you want to see versus just actually covering the soaps. Because, you know, if we look at it, EastEnders is like 250 days a year. And ultimately, you can't always make a who is the best of all time video, but you can always make a what the fuck just happened. So it's a bit of a shame that we can't keep pumping out the exact same sorts of videos, but ultimately, we're going to run out of ideas at some point.
So yeah, that's currently our idea. We're going to get through 1985 EastEnders first, and then probably we're going to go to 2014, 2015, and 2016. I'm not going to touch 2017 or 2018. We might, but the chances of that drastically go down when you add Alfie Moon to it. And he's like, "Fuck you, Slaters! I never lied to you, Slaters. Fuck all of you," and then he gets pushed on stage.
And then he comes back and he's like, "Oh, you guys are all sound." Like, Alfie, we haven't forgotten that we pushed you down the stairs. Bloody hell, guess I'm gone.
I do wonder, before we get into the podcast, I do wonder, was the original plan just to have him written off forever?
That seems like a pretty definitive exit to me.
Because
like, you haven't been here in a couple years, you come back, you're an absolute bellend, setting up for someone to fuck you up. Probably, I don't know, man. It felt like he could have easily never come back, but ultimately Chris Crenshaw went, "Alfie, please. I know how to write you like nobody else." Yeah.
But yeah, without further ado, we're probably going to get into the podcast. You're probably sick of us rambling on for about 20 minutes. Well, this is our podcast, not yours. And if you you don't want to ramble on for 20 minutes, then you do an EastEnders podcast. You do one and see how it fucking goes. You do one and have someone screaming.
I'd be keen to have more people do EastEnders content, like.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Like we're in a very, I don't know. It's like there's only a couple actual soap podcasts. You have Albert Square After Dark, which is obviously the one guy from Walford Weekly, and their other co-host who I've forgotten the name. I've forgotten both their names. I think it's Rob. Yeah, there we are.
Rob Zombie.
Hey, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Hey, Macarena, number 95. Get me
Um,
home and ultra light.
there's another podcast called Conversation Street, which is obviously Corey. But I just don't see much soap content out there. Like, people have been saying, like, oh, its content's good, keep it up. And I'm like, yeah, look at us getting the attention.
See, what I want, and I know people can go, you like stroking your ego, and I go, yeah, sure. But we are technically innovators because no one has sat here and done these characters do you want brought back. Sure, people have done it, but people haven't.
Not in this format, right?
Yeah, not in this format where it's two people riffing off each other.
Some of my favorite like Hollyoaks content, and it's really like low effort. I don't say it's low effort, but it's someone going through like top tens, like, but instead of actually doing it, they just have like classic songs from like the mid 2000s, and they just go through like the 10 most destructive Hollyoaks couples ever, and then it's just like it's like a slideshow. I think it's good. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's really. It's mostly because I have some nostalgia from like the. I was on YouTube early on. I was on YouTube in like 2006, 2007. So, yeah, I've got a lot of nostalgia for those sorts of early videos where that's what you could get away with.
Do you want me to sing the song and you fucking go through the list?
No. But like,
Just
you know,
number 9, George. I never thought I'd die alone. Number 8, Adam. I laughed the loudest. Who'd have known? Number 7, John.
It's wholesome to me. But like, just people, if you're watching this and you think we're shit, and we are shit, we're not that good. We're terrible. We're garbage. We're fucking shit. We are shit. But yeah, we're one of the only few people doing it. So, come on, do your own stuff. It'll be great. I want to have a conversation. I want to have a community. I want people to make channels where they don't just upload soap clips. And, you know, I appreciate it because some people can't watch soaps and they just watch it through clips. I love that. Do that as well. But, you know, just get your fucking opinions out there.
Like, I hope in about 5 or 10 years, people look back at us and go, you know what, these guys were innovators. You know, they were innovators.
Maybe not that far. Maybe that far.
Yeah, no. But in terms of like doing
bit
kind
ambitious,
of original,
mate.
you know, so you're kind of doing original content. You know, it's the other channels haven't done. I know that's me stroking my ego.
Yeah,
but,
I somehow I've got less of an ego about this. Like, we aren't. If we're the best at doing this, which we aren't, it's only just because we're the loudest. So,
exactly.
like, we're just the loudest. We're not that good. We don't have like fucking an encyclopedia of soap. You know, I've only been watching soap for the last like 6 years or something. Like, you know, like, we implore a lot more people to do this. It's why I always love to shout out the channels like Talking Walford, who does the really good breakdowns of storylines and does theories, like fucking Detective of the fucking East End Detective, fucking breaking down why here's all of the signs that point to this. Fantastic stuff. And also Soap Study, who does some fucking great like documentary type videos. Obviously, Soap Study did the video about Dirty Den's return, which was fantastic. The finger in the mouth and that. Did one about Bet Lynch and Coronation Street, how Julie Goodyear came back for like 2 weeks and then got shelved and then came back for a bit longer, had a much better return. Also did one about the Connie Nolan, I believe. It's in a slightly older soap. It's called Crossroads. And let me just get a full. Like, I had no idea. Noel Gordon, no idea who the fuck I said. Noel Gordon did Crossroads, a famous like soap, like on a shoestring budget, very like campy, very dumb, but like a classic soap, a classic older soap. And how she was there for like 20 odd years, and then 1 year suddenly just got sacked for no reason. It's a fantastic story because I don't give a shit about Crossroads. I don't know it fucking existed, but I suddenly give a shit about Noel Gordon. She's a fucking cool woman. But yeah, just essentially, point being, do your own videos.
Don't be afraid to just jump the shark.
We were terrible when we started out.
Yeah, well, we're still terrible.
Exactly.
But we're more confident and terrible.
Yes, we're a bit more confident now. And
at the start, again, I like using this phrase. At the start, we were like two virgins, two power bottoms who were like, who goes in, who doesn't. You go in. No, you go in. No, you go in. No, you. No, fucking you.
I don't want to have sex with you. I want you to have sex with me. No.
Yes.
How dare you?
The other way around. The other way around. Like I was definitely the scared one, and then I came out of my shell. Then I became a bit more annoying, and now I'm just on camera doing funny eyebrow raises, like, ooh, hey, ooh, hey, ooh.
But yeah, I suppose.
Also, just want to add that I've joined the Lost Media Wiki Discord, so I'm going to be looking for Lost Media now. They're still looking for Slamfest, which I don't know if you know what Slamfest is.
How about Civvy Street?
Brought that up. They all responded, what the fuck is EastEnders? Because they're all Americans.
Yeah.
Except for one guy who was like, I know what EastEnders. Shut up. Like, no one knew what EastEnders was. So I'm like the only guy archiving it, because no one else is archiving it. Well, apart from you. But in the Discord, I'm the only one. Like, we are missing half of 2005, half of 2004, half of 2006, half of 2007, the start of 2008, and I think every other year is complete.
The archiving mission's been going quite well.
It has.
I currently have 85 up to 94.
I have 2000 up to 2008. Of course, I'm missing a few years in between.
Yes.
So I now just have 9 more years to do, I believe. 2009 to 2018, because I've archived 2019.
Yeah.
I might archive 2020 and 2021. I probably won't.
Yeah, maybe if we do it, it'll be interesting to do some videos on how. One video, God, this has been such a long preamble. It's been about half an hour of us not talking about anything EastEnders. Well, we've been talking EastEnders loosely, of course. But it's once again, this podcast, since we are doing Walford on tap and we're doing it daily, it's kind of hard to actually flesh out all of the stuff we've already talked about in another video on the channel. But it would be cool to do a video going back and looking at the COVID times and seeing how they adapted to the circumstances. Do a video like, yeah, so COVID did actually fuck soaps up quite a big amount. And then go through the first week and essentially talk about how, it was really big and explosive and yeah. And then the second week was fucking wank.
Unless again you're that idiot in the comments going, no, COVID was fake. It was created by the Chinese government who wanted to infect everyone. Then of course we have to go, yeah, it's fake. Yeah, you're right, Tim. Yeah. You're wearing a tinfoil hat, Tim. Yeah, you are. Yeah. Who's a good boy? So obviously again, unless you're like that. But for the real people who actually do believe in the pandemic, it would be fun.
Yeah, and just ideas like that, being able to go through some rare episodes, talk about it, discuss it, and actually be an interesting piece of history.
Because people don't understand.
Soap doesn't archive shit anywhere. There's no archives of anything. You want to watch in the past, EastEnders has the BBC has the fucking tapes, but are we having to fucking pay someone 200 quid to get their dodgy USB? I'm good, thanks. I'd rather not.
The problem is also EastEnders have lost 2 episodes of EastEnders. EastEnders have lost 2 episodes of EastEnders. The BBC have lost 2 episodes of EastEnders, but thankfully they've been archived in low quality on YouTube. The only episode that is missing from the 80s is Civvy Street.
Yeah.
I have no idea if Brookside had it. I can say Brookside because the website's dead.
Yes.
But if they had it, then we're all fucked because we've lost that episode. That episode no longer exists. We have no idea what that episode is. We have no idea how to look for it. So again, I am ask to make a community post and we can all come together and find Civvy Street. That would be good because I want to review Civvy Street.
It would be a very cool episode to cover.
Like, I need your guys' help with me trying to find Civvy Street. I've typed into 26th of December 1988 into the search machine. I've searched through thousands of videos, well, not thousands, hundreds of videos. Went on Finimo, whatever that website's called. Had
Yeah.
a look there because that's where a bunch of lost media shows up. People just like randomly have it from like 40 years ago on that website. Nothing showed up. So again, I'm pleading with you guys, if you can help us find Civvy Street, that would be amazing. It was available on the BBC store, and then the BBC went, ha ha ha, wouldn't it be funny if he deleted the website? And then I even checked the EastEnders Christmas collection.
Yes.
Not in there. It goes 26. Well, it might be. But I don't think it is. You
I
can have a
doubt
look
it.
if you want that.
I highly doubt it.
Um. So yeah, again, if you can help us find Civvy Street, that would be fun. Unless Ash has already found it right now, then fucking I'm sorry.
I highly doubt it'll be here, let's be honest. Right, Prime Video has 1985 apparently. I suppose just do you have any more to go through?
No.
No. Yeah, nah, it doesn't look very likely. But yeah, we are hopefully together gonna have a pretty full archive of EastEnders. So that means we should be able to go through, pick stuff from the show's history, go through that, and talk about it. Because it's always quite hard to go, we want to talk about this story, but we can't actually watch it or find it. And it's just, we've been archiving stuff, so hopefully we should get a full-blown fucking save of this and actually be able to do some older content about the show, go through some storylines of the past, maybe make some mini documentary stuff. But yeah, there we are. Should we actually talk about the EastEnders now?
Just help us find EastEnders if you don't mind. If you don't mind making a community post, because I can't look for it by myself, and I can't. Not offense, Ash. I can't rely on Ash either to find it by himself. We both need your help. Like I found some in 2006, but I need a fucking someone to help us, because if no one's looking, what's the point of archiving it? I understand people go to sub, yeah, but you would like all the archives there, so you have it, and it's not going to be lost again. If people didn't rat on Brookside, we could have had all these years archived, but no,
Yeah.
people had to go. Oh, the episodes are on Brookside. Oh, have you no bruv? And you're like, shut the fuck up.
I'm
And they were
also
like,
not
"No."
saying that if we did manage to get an archive, I'm sure we'd probably try fucking... I'm not saying we'd distribute it. I'm not saying we'd sell it either, but, like... I'm not saying if we ever do a Patreon, here's a fucking archive, lads. It sounds highly illegal, which we definitely wouldn't do that. We would never do anything like that. But we would, I don't know, I'd happily distribute it amongst our fans if we had the choice. Like, it's a fucking gold mine. Everybody wants to be able to watch a soap from the beginning. Well, not everybody, and not entirely, but most people want to watch it and watch the years they fucking watched as they grew up. So I just think it's a cool little side project that we're doing, and where it'll take us, we could do with some help. Would be a good time, but ultimately, I'm not very people centric. So, my main focus is making sure this channel does well, and this channel's doing particularly well. So things are going well. All right, EastEnders time now, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
All right. So the main storylines of this week are Theo wins the court case, Lily's parental struggles, Theo tries to rape Stacy and gets attacked, and Freddie leaves. So yeah, this week was very Slater oriented. It was focused on the Stacy Theo drama, and it's not really coming to a close just yet. Obviously, on Monday's episode, which we covered in Walford on Tap, which you should go watch.
We didn't.
Well, yeah, true. We covered a bit of it on Tuesday, actually. Essentially, Monday's episode it's a lot of the theming. The theming of this year has mostly been men have been fucking us up. Men have been betraying us, Like all the men who have hurt us. And obviously the Stacy and Theo stuff comes to a head. As Stacy's been going out of her mind trying to get a stalking protection order to make sure that Theo can't go anywhere near her. But unfortunately, all of the power has been taken out of her hands. She has to. Oh, it's so. I'm not as angry as I was on the Tuesday's
Do you want me to
episode.
go through it?
Yeah, let's just go
you
through
know.
it.
Basically, and I'm just going to quickly say this. I know there's definitely a lot of people upset over this because, yeah, but it always happens to men. Yeah, but this year's focused on the women. You'll get your time in the sunshine, you little fucker. Oh, actually opening something good. He's having an hour sweet.
Cheeky Haribo.
Oh, Haribo. But yeah, I thought it was a fucking refresh treat or having or something.
That's
but yeah,
something.
we see one. But we see on one. we see on. I love how I'm trying to be serious here, and all I hear in the background is Like, no, I can't hear your microphone picking up. It's just when you make that nice one, it buggles me. So we see on Monday's episode that Theo has basically gone to court. He's plastered all over the square. Stacey's loot saying Stacey's baps, and you can see her lovely baps. Not the ones in sandwiches, the
Get
ones
them
in her.
fucking tits out, Lake.
So yeah, we see Monday that she's basically distraught, and she tells baby Charlie that like all the bad in the world we will eventually win.
Yeah,
And
the
it was something
monologue.
enough to
They don't really do monologues that often, so it's always really interesting when they do. And some don't really do monologues either because it's a different like filming technique. It doesn't really fit the vibe of a soap, the mediums out there. It doesn't fit the vibe. Like one of the most famous ones is Coronation Street, where you have this character called Aidan Connor who takes his own life as he's just depressed and just wants to go. Everything's fallen apart. His life's done. He takes his own life. Nobody really expects it. And then, you have one of Coronation Street's most iconic characters, Gail Platt, looks like a little fucking chipmunk. It's unrelated. Gives this really big monologue about how you don't really know what's going on behind closed doors, And it's a really impactful, fuck. Because that whole episode's a massive gut punch. Especially if you are a bloke who's struggled with suicidal tendencies. But the monologue is a very chilling, oh fuck. It cuts deep. And obviously they use it in this episode to convey Stacy, someone who has been, let's say, absolutely fucking abused by a lot of men, has never really had a healthy relationship with men, and talking about the bad men. And it was very strong, very good monologue.
I don't know if it's a monologue, but the Peggy Mitchell monologue as she's taking the tablets and you pan through the room.
Yes.
Fucking hell, that makes me cry every time. It's like, am I a bad person? Am I let my children and grandchildren down? I'm like, Peggy.
No, you didn't, Peggy, please.
And it's even sadder because she's seeing Pat Butcher, and then what makes it sadder, in my opinion, is because she's having early stages of dementia or something. Alzheimer's or dementia on the show.
Yeah.
I think you realise Barbara Windsor is actually going through this in real life. So it's a double gut punch because you're like, no,
yes.
no, Barbara.
It's a very tragic thing.
It fucking makes me cry. But again, that's my famous one is Peggy Mitchell as she opens the window and it's like, oh, and she takes tablets and I'm just sat in the corner crying. And acts like you're a little bitch. And I'm like, stop.
Nah, I'm crying too. I'm there with you, mate.
The other one is, I don't think it's a monologue, but the other one is Ethel. Where Ethel's like, save me, Dot. Just put me out of my misery, Dot. I don't want to be old and frail. Just end me.
I want to have the choice. And it's like, oh.
And then Dot's like, am I a bad person? And Ethel goes, no, you're the best friend I've ever had. I was like, oh.
I suppose also they have the Dot speech that they obviously took from voice clips. Still didn't do the same because I'm still angry about how they mistreated June Brown.
Yeah,
but Monday's episode.
I just want to say on June Brown's final episode, it is, again, people go, it wasn't the right way to put her out. I know that sounds wrong, but...
Taking her behind the fucking shed. Well...
well done. You were good while you lasted. Well, I know people say it wasn't a good send-off, but to me that episode is a great ending. I know most of our famous kids weren't there, like Stuart. Fat Boy, of course, couldn't be there. But again, it is still very sad when you look at it because she is
he's
iconic.
managed to get on Dance on Ice from one EastEnders appearance. That one EastEnders appearance. Now he's on Dance on Ice in the next season. It's mental.
Who? Fat Boy.
Fat Boy.
Just
announced earlier. Like, how has he managed to? He's been on one episode of EastEnders. Now on Dance on Ice. Fuck you know.
Yeah, but basically back to the episode, Stacey says eventually all the bad men will get their comeuppance, something like that. I don't know if Ash wants to find the clip where she's talked about it and just put the audio over. It.
Let's not do that.
But she basically, that's what she says. And then Martin storms in. I understand it's not supposed to be funny, but it's so campy because she knock knocks on the door. Hello, Martin. How are you? Martin, what you handed me? Your underwear, like. Oh, there you go. Oh, all right.
Caveman
Look at this,
Martin.
Stacey. Look at this. Do me, uncle.
Oh. Yeah, Martin obviously saw all of the pictures and he's rounded around the entire square to like get them all cleared up. And he just goes, "Just look at this." And it's obviously the picture of Stacey's baps. And Stacey goes, "God, didn't even get my angle right. Jesus." Of course, this episode is. I just want to rapidly go through it.
Okay, I can rapidly go through it.
Throughout
Throughout this episode, you eat your Haribo. Go to the nom, please, because you buckle me every time. We see throughout the episodes that like we also see that Whitney's trying for a child with Zach, and basically, Whitney and Zach,
by fostering.
Yeah, they're fostering. Which I still don't know how this is gonna.
Yeah,
you offering him a Haribo?
No, he's licking the bed, the little bastard. Hey. Carry on. It's done by me. Wrangling the fucking troops.
But yeah, we see throughout the episode that Stacey and here he goes. We see throughout the episode Stacey. Oh, he's wearing shorts. We see throughout the episode that Theo and Stacey are having a lot of an argument, and we finally go to the courtroom where Theo and Stacey speak. Of course, Stacey's lawyer speaks for Stacey, and then Stacey storms in, and Stacey's lawyer's like, "Hi, Stacey, what are you doing here, Stacey?" And Stacey's like, "I'm not letting you speak for me. I'm speaking for myself." And then Theo's lawyer is like, "You drop this crown king." It's like, like when you're playing a game, right? We can bet with a stranger, and then he randomly doctors you. That's what fucking this man did. He doxed not only Stacey's family, the entire bloodline.
Honestly, like, he fucking walks in like, "Sorry, Judge, I feel absolutely sorry that Stacey can't have her voice. But let's be honest, her voice is fucking worthless." Well, Stacey obviously met him as a sex worker. She was on the streets, of course. Penny for your thoughts? Nah, penny for a bed, mate. Yeah, obviously sex worker. Killed a man before, of course. Well, that's not actually expected, I don't think, but multiple men, about 17 kids with 33 different fathers. Well, there's no surprise that our man Theo's just been cruelly strung along by this fucking concubine. It's like, whoa.
But yeah, he destroys the entire bloodline quite literally because he holds no remorse. And I understand you're supposed to feel sorry for Stacy, but I'm like, holy shit! Theo did his research.
Oh yeah,
Theo did his
yeah.
fucking like. Could you imagine being in a court case and then someone's like, "So, Ash, right here in 2018, you did a cream pie," and you're like, "Oh, what?
How's
Well,
that
how did you
relevant,
find
officer?
it?" Well, since you did a cream pie, this is why you can't have kids. What? Okay. But yeah, and then also Whitney, throughout this episode, we see Whitney with the woman, the foster lady, social worker probably. She basically says, "Yeah, you can't have kids. Why can't I have kids? Because you were raped as a child." And I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it just Stacy. I hear you have a lot of trauma in Stacy. Whitney, I hear you have a lot of trauma in your life. You know how you were groomed as a child and was sexually abused for years. Well, this trauma might not be good for a child. So, because you were abused and taken advantage of, we don't think you should have a kid. We don't think you should foster a child. So what? So the main
um,
theme essentially is the woman being fucked over because of how men treated them. You know, Stacy can't defend herself in court because this court, as she says, is kind of set up. You know, the judge is a man, the fucking other judge is a man, both lawyers are a man, you know, the fucking security guard's a man. Everyone in that court's a man. And her fate of her stalking, which she's been suffering with for months now, is being judged by a man who's being told, oh yeah, she's a sex worker, she's a serial manipulator, she's mental. And like her voice is being taken away, just like Whitney's voice is being taken away with the fostering. Because she was abused by a man. Now she can't fucking foster a child because she was abused and taken advantage of by a man. It's a very it's a heartbreaking kind of set of episodes.
and then basically we end Monday's episode. Stacey and Martin's at her, and she's like crying, and she's saying, "How do I let Charlie know that I lost against the bad man? How do I go home and face my children and tell them that your granny or mommy did not win against the bad man?" And I'm fucked like, stop it, stage. Because I seen this speech because on EastEnders like Instagram usually shows the duffs of the week, like
Hmm.
every duff that happens throughout the week, and oh, I was buckling crying, like I was fucking crying my eyes out because I was like, no, why, and then you just see Theo like, adjusting his tie. I also forgot to mention in this episode also Freddie meets Graham Foster,
Yes.
and Freddie thinks he's meeting Graham Foster because Foster texted him saying, "Hey, you want to meet up? You know, grab coffee, you know." And then basically Freddie's like, "You raped my mom. Admit you raped my mom." And Graham's like, "I don't like your accusations there, Freddie, Mister.
He
I don't like your potty mouth. You are a potty mouth. You are a
just
liar. You are."
refuses. Well, it's just the characterization of Graham was kind of wild because obviously he's back and he's been rehabilitated. He served his time. And what's he doing? He's at a car dealership. He's clearly shagging his assistant, who's a much younger woman as well. So, you know, Freddie comes in like, I want you to admit it. And he's like, well, the Slayers have gotten to you, Freddie. And it's like, I want you to admit what you did. And then he's like, oh, I bet Anna put you up to this because Anna's like helping him out because he's clearly struggling. And, you know, essentially Freddie just gets upset because obviously, well, Graham's not going to admit what he did. Right? He just went, I've served my time, which isn't a fucking... Yeah, sure you did, but you still raped my mum. And that obviously, like, yeah, sure. It's a thing with rape and rape victims where the amount of... Obviously, it's a fucking evil act, and you'll never understand why. But it's just that single act can pretty much just destroy someone's entire life. And obviously, like, hearing someone say, yes, I did do it. It's not going to fucking solve the problems, but it might make you get a little bit of closure, which is why Freddie's obviously going for it.
Yeah. Um, the reason I brought this up is because we lead into Tuesday's episode, because there's not much left to talk about Monday's episode. Because you obviously, the very end scene of it, like the final 3 seconds, is Theo on his phone. Hold on his phone. Yep, that's grand. Basically, he switched to Graham Foster account. He did his research. He got a photograph of Graham Foster. He couldn't get one of Bradley, and he
No.
couldn't get one of Eve, or not Eve.
Eve's sister, who's dead.
Eve's sister. Yeah, he did his research. The fucking proud of you, Theo. Well, not proud that you won a court case, but I'm proud you found your act. So we go into Tuesday's
He was
episode.
committed.
Mate, it's like, oh mate, I do have no, it's not a funny story, but I do have a story in my family that happened where basically my cousin set up an account on my other cousin, and he basically said, oh, my cousin, we'll just call him Jake, said that he thinks this kid who died by cancer deserved to die, and basically my cousin got bet up because of it. And
Fucking hell, that's
like
awful.
my cousin kept going, yeah, Jake's saying all these awful things about this child who deserved to die, and he's like, I didn't name Jake was like, mate, I didn't say this. I didn't say this. And then he didn't get justice, thankfully. Not thankfully, he didn't get justice. They just meant, yep, we can't do it, he's a minor. Sorry. That's it. That's all that happened. So yeah, technically we went through it before. It fucking sucks. But that's why I always say, if you're doing it, don't be an amateur. Get a profile picture, nick a few photographs, post them on your page, go on the verified account, and then, please don't take these things seriously. I'm just messing.
These are not advice. We are
But
not
if you
saying
are,
you should do this.
But if you are, do it. But yeah, this leads into Tuesday's episode where basically we open up and it's Stacey, she's back and she's distraught. Obviously, you'd be distraught if you found out that your stalker basically cheated the system and won.
Yeah.
And you are basically just a little bitch to them. You can't do anything. You've lost. You should not win. You've lost everything. And basically, Lily bigs her up. Lily's, yeah, man, you are the greatest person I know.
We're gonna fucking go outside because you don't have anything to be scared of,
Yeah, she bigs her up. And they go outside, and Leo appears and says, Lily, you don't understand. Your mom wanted it. She's just manipulating you. And then Lily's like, me and my friends still believe that you are a stalker. I don't understand you're not supposed to root him. But this fucking line buckled me because I'm like, okay, I don't agree with you on many things, but this line, I personally don't care what your friends and you think about me.
Essentially, I don't give a fuck what you just said. Fuck off. Sound.
And we basically, so they go for a walk, and Lily's getting all these texts from students going, hey, your mom's a slag, she's a filthy old slut, she's a slut of junk, she shouldn't be here, she should be aborted, they're saying all these horrible things. And then we see Freddie, who's in the bar, he's at Peggy's, I want to say?
He's at Peggy's, yes.
And basically him and Anna are having a quiet drink, and then he wants to go to the toilet. And basically this woman does a little trust fall onto him, and he grabs her. And then this breaks shithouse, and I'm not saying I would have laughed in this guy's face, but I would have laughed in his face. He's shaped like a fucking Goomba from the Super Mario Bros. Movie, the live action one. He is fucking, like, he's all arms, no head. His arms are 95% of his body, and his head's about 5%.
Yeah.
This guy basically goes, "Oh, you touching my girl, huh? You touching my girl, huh?
Yeah, like essentially she falls into him, and then she's like, "Oh, you touching me up? Your eyes are all been all over me." And then Freddie's what? No, I didn't do that. That's not me. And obviously the boyfriend gets a bit aggressive. Anna just kind of goes like, "Oh, come on." And then Chelsea kicks him out. Essentially, Freddie feels betrayed because nobody really believes him. And like, because
Um,
obviously his dad is Graham Foster, he thinks his life's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy where he's going to rape someone now because of who his dad is. Like, he's starting to believe that maybe this is like maybe this is who I'm just supposed to be, and he gets quite upset about it through the episode. It's a very building like rage that we've never really seen from Freddie before.
and then we go back to Stacey, who's in the cafe having a hot chocolate. She's having a cup of tea. Lily's having a hot chocolate. I need a hot chocolate and a blankie because this guy's going to sleep. Um, and she's like, yeah, I'll go over the fields. I'll bring Martin, and we'll all go have a lovely dinner. And Stacey's like, yeah, I'm just going to stay in if you don't mind, Lily. I did just lose a court case.
Some pizza and some wine.
And yeah, she basically leaves, and then Freddie walks in and is like, Stacey, and then he's like, Stacey, a bit so sad, and Stacey's like, yeah, but you're not like your father, but maybe you are, and I'm like, Stacey, I understand you're going through a hard time, but I would not say that to not a child, to a young adult. You are like your father.
He's clearly very rattled. He's clearly quite upset. So yeah, she essentially goes, I mean, people don't kick up a fuss for no reason. Then it's like, guys, please.
And then basically he goes to the pub, and Theo sat there, and Theo's on his phone looking at Stacey's loot. And I'm not saying
genuinely like, like just.
I know it wouldn't be in tone for EastEnders, but I'd love if they got a projection, like a projector, and they accidentally casted it. He accidentally casted the fucking phone to the projector, and it's like, look at this, those fucking handbags. Look at that fucking handbags. He's like, wait, lads, look at this, wait. I know that wouldn't be funny,
Give
but
away his fucking cover.
but yeah, basically Freddie walks in, Eve walks in, they have a talk, and Freddie's like, yeah, I met Graham Foster, and Eve's like, why did you meet Graham? Oh, he sent me a text, and then Eve's like, that's not Graham, that was someone else. And basically, he goes up to Theo, confronts him, and then Theo self-defends himself, and Elaine's like, you need to leave Freddie. And he goes to tell Stacey, but where is Stacey? She's in the house. She got some wine. She got some pizza.
Yeah,
That pizza looked nice.
did look lovely.
I wonder if it's cheap with deep fried pizza or is it like good fellas. Probably wouldn't be good fellas. It'd probably be the 99
I had
cent
to
one.
Slaters. They're dirt poor.
And basically, she's having some pizza and wine, watching a good film. It must be a good film. She's really enjoying the film. And we also see Theo. Theo's trying to break into the house, and by break in, he finds a window, and he climbs through the window. Now I don't know how he was not spotted by Stacey. I understand the kitchen is very dark, and he's probably in dark clothing. But what happens is Stacey walks into the kitchen. Would you believe that? She walks into the kitchen, she put her plate in the sink, they put her wine glass in the sink, and basically Theo just hello,
It's
Stacey.
genuinely like Halloween. It's like Michael Myers just. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? Where were you hiding there? So Theo corners Stacey, and then he starts talking about like, people just think we had a lover's tip. It's fine. And then he starts saying a lot of really scary sounding stuff like, Stacey, I didn't want it to be this way, but I guess it's gonna have to be. And then he genuinely like starts to try and get on top of her and pins her down, as Theo does just try to just rape Stacey right there in the kitchen. And she's screaming, but he's covering her mouth. But that's when Freddie kind of drunkenly lets himself into the Slaters, walks through, realizes the noise, and then fucking opens the door like, get off her, throws him off, and then goes for a punch, and then Theo fucking punches back. And then that's when Theo turns to grab Stacey again, but Freddie, in a callback to obviously when Little Mo finally hit Trevor after all that time, grabs that eye and fucking clocks him on the back of the head, and then just starts beating fuck out of him. Just absolutely just fucking piece of shit. You know, furious. You've never seen Freddie like this.
Yeah, we basically he does beat the shit out of him generally. Like, I thought this was how they were gonna kill off Theo. Cause like Jesus Christ, the way he gets
An
battered.
iron to the back of the head, a lot of punches. Fuck.
Like, we obviously went through this, but again, if you were in this situation, would you, if you had to defend someone from being sexually assaulted, would you hit them with an iron?
Oh yeah.
Because I wouldn't just hit them.
I'd be so angry.
The problem is where I lie with this.
Like, why the
you know,
like, what's so important that you need to do this? And I'd be furious because, you know. Like, I know people have dealt with similar circumstances. It's fucked them up so much. Like, it's so stupid how... You're just like, oh yeah, just rape them. No, why? Why would you do that? Why would you fucking do that, man? What? How much more do you get from doing that? Like, it's such a fucking selfish act that fucks up the other person. You know, whether you're a man, woman, in between, like, you know, it's it completely fucks you up. You feel completely violated, you feel dirty, you feel wrong. It's so, I'd just despise it. I'd be furious.
Obviously where we differ is, you know, like, if someone I knew did that to someone they loved and cared for, the problem is I wouldn't just hit them once with the iron. I'd fucking die, you fat cunt, die. I just keep hitting them. That's all I would do. I just keep hitting them till they're playing. The quote Anna said, "Until these brains splattered all over the ground." Like, that's all I do. And I know that's where we differ, but like, very. If I see someone do that, fuck.
I mean, it depends how angry I'd be, really. In a video game in Minecraft, of course, all the above. none of it real life, all fictional. Yeah. You good, mate? Everything's broken. What's he done?
Second.
He spilled some fucking Rubicon on the laptop again.
Gee.
Fucking hell. Well, I suppose I'll continue whilst Piggy lags out completely. Right, so obviously this continues as also at the same time we see Lily kind of having dinner at the Mitchells, just really struggling. Like, she's having an absolute meltdown. And you know, because she's struggling with being Charlie's mum, you know? She's struggling with all the pressure, she's struggling with the fucking... Like, she's just not having a good time with things. And she lashes out. She even screams at a baby. But then Kat sits her down and says, "Oh, fucking hell, there's me in 2 boxes. Hello." Hey. I'll just pause this. We'll be back in a second. So, yeah, Lily, after about 20 minutes of technical difficulties, Piggy's laptop decided to fucking break. But no, for some reason. We didn't have a choice.
It's
but
still
we're back.
breaking.
We're back. When we left, we were talking about the Lily stuff of how Lily was obviously struggling to deal with being Charlie's mum. She thought she was a terrible mum. She was wondering how she's going to manage going back to school. She didn't really know how to deal with people talking about Stacey like that. And, you know, Kat gives her a very genuine talk, like, look, I didn't get to be a mum when I had, like, Zoe, essentially. I didn't get to be a mum. I had to watch my mum be called mum. That hurts. You can't get that back. So, you know, essentially just went, you are a good mum, and you are trying your best, but we will all help you. It was quite nice. Because Kat's usually quite isolated from the Slaters. Like she's like the only one on Mitchell Island. Like that's how it feels sometimes. She doesn't do anything. She just goes, "Oh, Phil, we pumped lately." Yes, done. That's it. That's all she gets for the week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all she gets done. Again, sorry for my technical difficulties.
Yeah.
My mouse is still very fucky.
Yeah.
Or not my mouse. Yeah, my mouse. I need to find an actual mouse. I had one, probably throwing it out, but I will get a cheap one. So yeah, I'll go up to deals and to fucking see what they have.
But alright, what's next on the topic list? That is okay, so we've been through the Theo trying to rape Station gets attacked, so now we should just go into the final storyline, that being Freddie leaves. Now essentially the second that Freddie was announced beyond Strictly, it obviously meant that he was gonna leave. Mostly because if they think you're gonna be good and you actually give enough of a shit to be there, and it's not like Martin last year where it's like, well, you're not really doing much, but you're still gonna have to work fucking 9 to 5 each day. But Freddie's been given the proper alright, you might actually be good at this. Here's your time off. So it was obvious that he was gonna be written off. But how do they do it? Well, essentially, they had him struggle with the trying to tell the truth. They showed how, the police detective investigating this thing was really fucking rude to Freddie. Because she just asked him the same question over and over again. And then, Gene gets there, Richie's there as well. And Gene's like, he's got ADHD, you fucking ball bag. You keep asking the same question. He's going to have a different response each time. Well, stop fucking asking him the same question. If you ask him the same question, he's going to fucking confess to it. 'Cause he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. You're confusing him. But, Freddie sticks to the story and, he gets there. Obviously, he's struggling a lot to deal with this. And Jean's struggling because she learned what actually happened and then had to kind of be like, fuck. But, it had to be that stable, adult to be there for Freddie. And essentially, Freddie gets bailed. He's allowed to go free. And essentially, Jean goes, look, I don't want you to have to leave. But if you don't, it'll be quite hard for you to not slip up. We gotta get you away from here for a little bit. Get you back to normal. People will forget about it. And it'll be fine. And he gets a lovely little exit where he's leaving in the back of a black cab. And he will be back, obviously. They always are. But who knows how much longer he'll be there for? Because, what if he's really good on Strictly and he gets a lot of other offers? You never know. He's decent so far, But yeah, there we are. That's all of the storylines this week. Obviously, we covered two of them on 2 episodes of Walford on Tap, and obviously we had some technical difficulties here. Half the podcast is us talking about us being fucking, yes, we created everything. We're all fucking golden. Untrue, of course. We're just quite loud about it. But yeah, final thoughts. What do you reckon, Piggy? How'd you find the week?
I found it fun. I missed half the podcast with my fucking Rubicon being spilled.
Yeah.
But, work. God damn it.
It was a good week, I'd argue.
Oh, fuck, I fucked it up even more.
Jesus Christ.
It's fine, don't worry. Gotta give it a few hits, that's how it works. That's how I worked my old laptop, fucking hell. That's how I worked my old.
Oh, good lord.
But yeah, what the fuck's going on here? But yeah, it's been a fun week.
Yeah.
Not much else to say.
Yeah, Piggy will have more to say when his laptop's not fucking doing star jumps. It was a really strong week. It was a very emotional week, very dramatic week. Obviously the Slaters took center stage and proved why they deserve to be at the core of such a big story. Nobody really was prepared for the Theo stuff to actually become quite good. And it has actually become quite good. It's become quite interesting. Oh, and obviously Theo's not dead, and Theo has woken up, by the way. We forgot to fucking cover that bit.
Yeah, he's woken up.
So, there's going to be a battle to carry on, but I'm sure he'll break the stalking order and do something a bit more dramatic. People have been saying that they saw petrol in the back of his car. Maybe he sets the cafe on fire. Ooh. Never know. I'm still saying it's Rocky. It was a very strong week. It was very good. It's just a shame that the technical difficulties kind of fucked this week up for the podcast. But that's fine. Piggy won't be pouring any fucking Rubicon on his laptop anytime soon, I'll tell you that much.
Hold on here. The bottle was filled up to the brim. I'll have you know. And when I went to drink it, it fucking spilled.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a you problem.
Okay. You go eat your Harry Balls again, please, okay?
They're all gone, mate.
Get more.
It was a very good week though. It was a very strong week. It's just a weird time. But yeah, do we care to do awards this week?
Do we do awards? Because this week was a very serious week.
It was a fairly serious week, and I also don't have anything funny planned for the awards, so I'm going to say we don't do the awards this week.
Don't do the awards this week.
It was just, all in all, it was a very strong week, and it was, if you want to see the reason why people love the Slaters, this was a very good telling as to, like, why they're a good family, because once shit hits the fan, they're not letting it slide, they will fix it, whether it's the last thing they do. Strong dynamics. Freddie not really being much of a dramatic actor proved a lot this week with how well he played it. And obviously it's always good when Jean gets the time to remind us that she's also very fucking good as well. Which I love it. It's good to see. But yeah, that's been the week of EastEnders. Hope this podcast wasn't too weird and hodgepodge, but got to do the best of what you can get. No drinks near the laptop next time, Piggy.
Work. That's how I used, because I don't know. Did you write in school or did you get a laptop?
I did for a while, but mostly good. I got a laptop later on.
My old laptop, I had it since third class to third year, and it was literally hanging on by a brink. So whenever it wouldn't work, I just start fucking hitting it. It's fucking work, you piece of shit. So yeah, I'm now taking my anger out on my new laptop.
Probably not the best idea.
No,
laptops gotta go, fo. We're building an
this
empire,
laptop's gotta
Piggy.
last me till.
We're building an empire. Can't build it on a dodgy laptop.
The mouse fixed. No, the house, no.
But yes, there we are. Another episode. Watching Walford in the can. Let's make you all feel uncomfortable. There's only 12 weeks left of the year. There's only 12 weeks left of 2023. There's only 12 weeks till Christmas. Fucking hell. I bet none of you thought we'd still be here. I didn't think we'd still be here. So let's give it up for all the people who have supported us along the way, and to everybody who has just been fun, been great to chat to, people appreciating us. All good, everyone. Big love. Big cheese. Yeah, that's the best I had. You good, mate?
I'm good. My fucking what's going on now? My screen, all I can see is you're zoomed out now on my screen because my fucking laptop wants to shoot on me, brother. He doesn't want to work with me. Come on, laptop. But yeah, I've been Piggy from Watching Walford. Join us. I've been joined by Ash.
Hon.
Follow us on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter/X at Watching Walford, not at Instagram. I'll send you the Instagram again. So follow us on Instagram to follow us on all the social medias at Watching Walford. And oh no, no, it's fine. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Watching Walford. And next time, don't spell Rubicon on your fucking laptop, Piggy.
Yeah, it's a life lesson, something that you need to take into account. But yes, thank you for being here with us. It's been a long journey, it's been a long road. But if I've had the best birthday I've had in a while still doing this, shit should only be going up from here. So everything's exciting, everything's happy, everything's fun. Thank you for watching the Watching Walford podcast, episode number 40. Yeah. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.